Lesson 3 for differentiation will be the chain rule. The chain rule says the derivative of u to the n is equal to n u n minus 1 derivative of your u. Okay, so let's try to have our example number 1. Suppose that I have 4x minus 1 raised to 7. So that is my y is equal to that. What will be my dy dx? Instead of dy dx, I will just use y prime, okay? Y prime. So this is my dy dx. Y prime is equal to, according to this, here, when you compare this to this function, your u is actually the 4x minus 1, and your n is equal to 7. So according to this one, that's going to be nu n minus 1. Your n is 7. Your u is the 4x minus 1. N minus 1 is raised to 6. And then you have here the du. The du means the derivative of u. Let me just write this one. This is the derivative of your function u. What's the derivative of your u? What's your u? 4x minus 1. What's the derivative of 4x? Is 4. Derivative of minus 1 is 0. So therefore, this one is times 4. Okay? So again, don't forget, there's n. That is your function. 7 minus 1 is 6 times the derivative of inside, or the derivative of your function, which is 4. Then you just need to simplify that. Then you will have 7 times 4 is 28. 4x minus 1 raised to 6. Let's try to have an example number 2. Suppose my y is equal to 1 over 3x squared plus 1 raised to 4. So in this one, you need to rewrite this into the negative exponent. So you have this is the same as 3x squared plus 1 to the negative 4. Now we are ready to find the derivative. This is your u and negative 4 is your n. So according to this, it's nu n minus 1. So your y prime now is n, which is negative 4. Your function u, which is 3x squared plus 1. Negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. And then times the du, the derivative of inside, the derivative of that. The derivative of 3x squared is 6x. The derivative of 1 is 0, so you don't need to write it down. So therefore, the final answer now is y prime is equal to negative 4 times 6x is negative 24x. Then this one we can, or let me write it down first. 3x squared plus 1 raised to negative 5. So this is already an answer. However, if you would like to write that in this form, negative 24x over 3x squared plus 1 to the 5th, then that's also correct. Let's try to have an example number 3. In example number 3, suppose that you have your y is equal to the square root of 1 minus x squared, like that. Again, square root means raised to the half. So this one is actually the same as 1 minus x squared raised to positive half. Here your n becomes now 1/2. So therefore your y prime is your 1/2. You put it in front. You copy this one, 1 minus x squared. 1 of minus 1 is negative half. And then don't forget to take the derivative of inside. The derivative of 1 is 0. The derivative of negative x squared is negative 2x. And that's now the final answer. Let's simplify it further. So y prime now is equal to 1/2 times negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1x. 1 minus x squared to the negative half. So that is already correct. Or if you want, you can rewrite your answer as negative x all over, this is 1 minus x squared. You can put it at the bottom. Then take the square root. Okay? So either this or this, there's no problem. So let me give you one more example for the chain rule. So let's say, for example, I have my y is equal to 1 over, or let's say that's 4 over cube root of 3x squared plus 8 plus 8x minus 1. Let's do it that way. So what will be my y prime? What will be my derivative? Again, you need to rewrite this first into the power, okay? Into the rational exponent. 3x squared plus 8x minus 1 raised to 1/3. Cube root is 1/3. And you need to rewrite this as 3x squared. I don't know if you can see. Let me just move it. Plus 8x minus 1 raised to negative 1 over 3. Now we are ready to find the derivative. So that is now negative 1/3 times 4 is negative 4 over 3. Then you copy that 1. 3x squared plus 8x minus 1. Right? Negative 1/3 minus 1. Right? That's actually negative 4/3. And don't forget, this is the usual mistake. You need to take the derivative of inside. So you have now 6x plus 8. So that is now the final answer. You cannot simplify this further. Alright? Or if you want, you can just put it, rearrange it in such a way that it's negative 4/3 times 6x here plus 8. Then this is now cube root because of that, of 3x squared plus 8x minus 1 raised to the 4th. Okay, so that is now the final answer. Thank you very much.